Saigon has a reputation for being both dirty and dangerous, and despite living up to those truths, it's also become a hub for the Vietnamese food scene, and especially the chocolate sector. In this video, we'll be unpacking 5 delicious chocolate companies you must try on your trip to Ho Chi Minh City. So the chocolate options: Vietnamese local chocolate made with Vietnamese cacao. Then we get to the, quote, fancy chocolates. And it sort of gets progressively worse, like flavored fancy chocolates. And then we get to the more flavored, super flavored imported chocolates. And Swiss Miss. Unlike most chocolatiers, Feva doesn't offer bonbons or pastries, but only chocolate bars. They're not a bean-to-bar maker, but they use chocolate as a medium to share Vietnamese flavors, like their white chocolate bar with pistachios or their dark chocolate bar with black pepper. Their commitment to Vietnam is obvious, but the quality is not as high as I'd like it to be. It's good for mall chocolate, but decent rather than amazing. And I got some really weird looks while filming. So, exiting the mall and walking just a few blocks, we can find Belvie chocolate. Named for the Belgian owner and the Vietnam origins, Belvie is your destination for Belgian-style chocolate in Vietnam. Despite only being open for 2 years, they've already made a big name for themselves in the international chocolate scene. With 6 origins of cacao exclusively from southern Vietnam, they offer a locally crafted cocoa wine, a large variety of drinks, cakes, and bonbons, as well as free samples of each of their bars. As a sort of interlude from the chocolate shops, Stonehill is a Vietnamese chocolate maker, Sans Chocolate Cafe. Starting in the late 90s, the owner of the company began working with cacao farmers to grow high-quality cacao in Vietnam and classify that cacao into dozens of different varietals. Fast forward 2 decades, and Stonehill now makes their own chocolate as well as a variety of cacao-based skincare and food products, all available at shops around Vietnam. But getting back into the chocolate cafes, Legendary Chocolatier is a Saigon-based shop offering a wide selection of Vietnam-inspired bonbons. From the typical fruit flavors and classics like rum raisin to the more out-there sesame or durian chocolates, they definitely make something for everyone. However, I found the couverture chocolate they use to be of moderate to low quality. So, to get a better sense of the flavors, you can watch my review of a few of their chocolates after we explore our final shop, Marou Maison de Chocolat. If you've ever even just Googled chocolate in Vietnam, Marou's name certainly came up at the top. The company started back in 2010 with 2 Frenchmen who had the idea of making chocolate entirely in Vietnam. These days, Marou is making tons of chocolate each year, exclusively using cacao from 6 regions in southern Vietnam. As soon as you walk into the Saigon shop, not only do you see a massive cacao roaster, but you can see into the kitchen where they're preparing all of the treats. So, while most of the Marou single origin bars are available internationally, cafe exclusives include the range of pastries, bonbons, and filled bars. Starting just recently, Marou also began offering chocolate making classes and tasting events at their Saigon shop. So as of today, it's been a few days since I've been back from visiting Vietnam. And I've brought a few dozen chocolate bars back, as well as a few boxes of truffles. So first up we have the beautiful Marou truffles, which they sell in boxes of 15 and also individually, but exclusively at their stores, their Maison Marou in Hanoi and Saigon. So I don't know what the flavors are here because they don't actually include a flavor map of any kind, which is a negative, let's say, a negative for me, because I think you should always tell your customers what they're about to eat, because personally I don't always recognize the flavors, especially for a country like Vietnam, the flavors that they may have there that they're featuring. I might not know what it is. Maybe it's a pepper, but it's got a sort of fruity flavor. So it's tough to tell. Can you tell I already broke into some of it? I have tried several of these already, and I admit that the box is 4 or 5 days old, but truffles should be good even without preservatives for about 2 weeks, depending on the ingredients, sometimes even longer. And so far my favorite is definitely, I haven't finished it, see, I have self-control. This is the mint. It's a very herbaceous mint, and these are gorgeous. These truffles are beautiful. They're all made with Marou's own chocolate. And this one's a very herbaceous mint. It's got sort of a sweet dark chocolate to lay the base for it, but the overtones are all just pure herb. The candied chili, which I have tried because it's so beautiful, and I actually bought a filled chocolate bar with the same flavors, which I have not tried, ironically enough. And oh! See? Fruity. Oh, that's so good. This is chili pepper with something, because it's really fruity, like sort of acidic, like a passion fruit maybe. But it's got that very end burn of chili, and it's not too strong. These also end up being about $1 each, which is insanely reasonable for truffles, especially like French style quality truffles. So that is very good, very sweet and sort of acidic, and a little burn of chili pepper at the end. That is very pleasant. One of these is passion fruit jelly, which is the one I wanted to show, but there's no way for me to know which is which until I try them. Not passion fruit jelly. This one, it's not a plain ganache, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't taste like much other than plain ganache, but it doesn't exactly taste like a plain ganache. But maybe that's just the fruitiness of the chocolate. So now I'm really excited because I'm pretty sure this is the passion fruit jelly. Oh, success! Check this out. Oh, that is so good. And that's like really acidic, but oh, it sweetens out. It imparts the flavor of passion fruit that if you've never had passion fruit, you will need to try this. So after Marou, we have Legendary Chocolatier, which is located very close to Marou, and they have a series of 5 truffles, which I have also eaten some of already. But their truffles all look like the circle with the flat bottom from sitting on the tray, and they're all quite nice looking. And I also don't remember what flavors they gave me, but I picked them, so they're flavors I like. So this is about the quality, not the type of flavors they have, which was a very big variety. I was very impressed. Let's see. There's a milk with dark inside. It's quite sweet. There's chili pepper in this, which I like. It's got the burn in the back of the throat. It's not like dispersed all throughout your mouth, but it's very nicely balanced. But whatever chocolate they use is, you can taste the milk powder. Like you can taste the like residual flavor that the powder adds to the chocolate, and the chocolate itself is not my favorite. But the truffle's fine. The truffle's pretty good. I also have here their white chocolate truffle with, I believe it is sesame. Sesame and cashew. And that is also very good. and coconut. This smells like those like coconut clusters that you can buy at the supermarket, that if you want to be really fancy you buy the ones that are imported from Hawaii. Yep. That tastes like a coconut cluster with a little liquor. And Georgetown cupcakes. Georgetown cupcakes, coconut flavor of some kind. Strong memory. They're good. Not as good as Marou, but they're good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had as wonderful a time watching that video as I had putting it together. Like the video if you like it, and subscribe to the channel for more chocolatey travel adventures. See you next time! Bye!